Well, I'm not really sure if there's anybody watching yet, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start it off here. If you're watching after this stream is already over, I really don't know. I'm kind of out in the middle of the woods, or not the woods, but the prairie land here over in western Indiana. And yeah, just got done filming a location. And I figured I'd go live for a little bit to see who was able to come and hang out. I know it's kind of probably an inconvenient time for a lot of people. Something was back there. But I appreciate everybody that's able to make it. Just walking back to my car now. Probably got a little bit over a mile left to walk, and I've been hiking through this to get to a certain location to film, which will be coming up here soon. Hey there, Kenneth. Doing good. Jade. Doing good. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here. We are, like I said, in western Indiana right now, almost along the border of Illinois. A little bit. It probably would take me about half an hour to cross the border. So yeah, hadn't got a chance to do a live stream. Been doing some stuff on Instagram here and trying to update my Instagram stories as much as possible while I've been out on the trip. I've been taking a lot of photos. Just got done with location number 4. Going to be heading to location 5 right now, and then we will be actually, I think, finishing up the day with around 8 locations total, and then I'll be heading back later on tonight. Hey there, Seth. Welcome. Good to have you. Well, I can't even barely see the screen here. But yeah, I apologize. It's a little bit shaky. I accidentally left my phone adapter, the mount, in the car, so I can't actually hook this up and do it the right way, unfortunately. So just sort of doing a little bit of a handheld stream at the moment. But I figured it'd be kind of a little bit more fun. I was going to do a little bit of a stream last night from the hotel that I stayed at, but I kind of decided this would be a little bit better. Yeah, we are actually in a fairly historic location right now. You can't really tell, but it actually used to be a fairly large Native American settlement here. So yeah, you can kind of guess at the potential here for what kind of content's going to be coming out. It is not going to be all graveyards, despite what a lot of people do think. I am not just a graveyard explorer, and it is a adventure travel series that we do on 539. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is very pretty out here. Yeah, I apologize. It's really, really difficult to see anything on the screen. I can barely make out the trees in front of me on the screen just because they're dark enough to see. And so if I'm missing chats, I apologize. I'm pretty much in the worst possible place for that. Hey there, Big Steve. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream, I mean. I think I can actually hike out there. It looks like there's little markers for like trails and stuff. But I think I'm going to opt to head out of here. I might film one more location. That I can't even read. Hello to whoever said hello. I couldn't read the name. I don't know. Again, this is difficult, a lot more difficult than I actually thought it was going to be. But I did want to apologize for the last stream. Unfortunately, hey there, I think it was Bass DeBauer, maybe? Hope that was. Yeah, like, I don't know if unfortunately, I don't know if my screen brightness is up all the way, but if I try to adjust it with the iPhone, it will pause the stream, as has happened before. It's been a while since we've had a stream like that, and I think actually it was over on 539. But if you look over, you can kind of see there's a couple cars way over in the distance, and that's a little bit closer to where I was filming. But yeah. But yeah, I wanted to apologize real quick for the last stream. I was just testing out the Galaxy Buds, and although I really like them, they don't have audio pass-through, so I can't actually hear my own voice, which was kind of like it was kind of the point of what I was trying to do, so that I could use them as both a nice microphone so that you guys could always hear me, because the microphone switches to the back microphone when I switch the camera on the iPhone, and so a lot of times it cuts out the audio and it makes it really difficult to hear me talking to you guys. So yeah, I was trying that out. Thank you. Hey there, Nancy. I didn't get all of that, but welcome to the channel. Glad to have you. Oh, I really apologize. I'm gonna have to... I just kind of thought of it on a whim. I was leaving and I was like, you know, I have like a mile and a half walk back to my car, and I feel like I'm developing a blister on the back of my foot, and I needed something to distract me, and I thought, you know, I didn't end up doing the stream last night, so let's just go ahead and do it today, walking back to the car. And then pretty much from here, again, I think I have one other location that I might be able to film in the park, and then actually I don't know if I mentioned that I'm in a park at the moment. You might be able to tell just because of the trails and everything, but there may be one more location here that I can film, and then I desperately need to head and get more memory cards. So I'm gonna be heading to some sort of store from here, which will probably be good because I definitely need to get something to eat. Thank you. Let's see. Hey, Donna. Appreciate it. Doing well. Man. Car's running wonderfully, actually. A lot better. I ended up fixing a few of the problems, and I'll leak it to you guys here because this is a little bit smaller of a channel, obviously, and not as many people will know until it's all finally over, but I am planning to start the paint job on the car here in the next few weeks. So it's going to be going from very blue to a flat black bed liner, and I think it'll look really neat for the eventual trip out west here. Yeah, it is incredibly hot today. I think it's in the 80s. There's almost no clouds in the sky, and so far I think I've walked 3 or 4 miles today, and luckily the last few places had some shade, and this has been the worst one because it's just been nothing but sun. So yeah, luckily I did end up putting some sunscreen on before I headed out. I hadn't done it the entire day, and I realized getting out of the car that it was gonna be a real problem. So I just decided to get it over with. I think it's one of those things that when you're younger, you always think it's just uncool. And then you get older and you realize, oh yeah, I kind of want to take care of myself and my skin so that it looks good for longer. So I've been getting into the skin protection, so yeah. But I'm definitely gonna have to reapply after this for sure. I don't know, again, yeah, you might be able to tell now because I just switched the camera that my voice is probably a little bit quieter as it uses, I don't know how well you guys can actually see me, so I apologize if I'm really messed up in the frame, but there's a microphone right below the camera, and so as soon as you switch it, it switches to that microphone, which I think is kind of silly, or it should be able to be changed, because when you're doing a live stream, you know, it counts to hear what's in front of you, but it also counts to be able to narrate and talk about what you're doing too. So yeah, makes it extra difficult. Whew. I don't know if anybody can actually tell quite yet, but my car is up in the distance that way. Oh, and so far, wow, I've walked 9,000 steps today, and I don't know how that translates to miles. Actually, I can look. Yeah, so I was pretty correct in my estimate. I've walked 3.9 miles today so far, and we are just about halfway through the locations, so I'll probably end up putting in at least a few more miles by the end. Sorry guys if I'm missing chat. Yeah, I think it's probably good for everybody to use sunscreen. But yeah, some beautiful scenery out here. Almost back to the car now. Whew. Well, I got another few minutes here before we completely make it. Hey there, Emmy. I need some kind of hood for the phone or something. They make these hoods for actual camera, or not cameras, but for viewing screens for more expensive cinematic cameras that they use for movies. And it actually would work really well for a situation like this. I'm kind of surprised no one's come up with it yet. So there's a $1 million streamer idea for anybody that wants to make some money. Make some smartphone hoods to block the glaring sun so that people can read their screens while they're streaming. Either that or just get a regular streaming camera, which I've thought about doing that as well. Glare is getting worse, so I apologize if I'm missing chats again. There's just so much, I don't know, there's a lot of wildlife out, but it's mostly like insects. There's like literally like millions of little grasshoppers, and they're just hopping away as I walk by. So yeah, I apologize. I'm getting kind of tired, so I can't really even think of what to say anymore. But yeah, I appreciate everybody being here once again. Yeah, be staying tuned for the episodes coming on 539, which should be starting. I'm gonna try and start them probably tomorrow. Belgium, yeah, oh yeah, we got a lot of sunlight left here. It is what, only 2:30 here, so I'm gonna be able to get a lot more filming done yet, but that's really cool though. Hey there, Laura. Thought I was gonna miss your name. I don't, again, know how to adjust the timing of the chats either. I wish it would just, I don't need to see the entire screen of what you guys can view, so I kind of wish that it would just stick on the screen like a regular chat and sort of scroll upward. 11:30, wow, well, good morning. Oh, great, well, that's good. I thought I was gonna have to delete the stream there for a minute. I realized I was walking up on my license plate, and then I remembered that despite the glare, it was pointed on my face, so not really a problem. But yeah, so we just finally made it back to the car. Going well. Just woke up at the hotel this morning and headed out on the road to hit up a bunch of these amazing historic and adventurous locations. I got a bunch more in mind, up to 10 locations. I don't know if I'm gonna end up having the time to get them all done or not. I have currently, let's see if I can, we'll scroll over here to the car. Yeah, it is really beautiful out here. Really hot right now though. I keep almost hitting the end stream button instead of the switch camera. I don't even, this is so bad. It's so bright. There it is, okay. I've got my batteries charging in the car there, so it should give me a little bit extra time to film today. I'm hoping that by the time I make it all the way out to this remote location near the border of Indiana and Illinois, that they'll be all charged up. because I found this really interesting, unique location out that way that I'd like to get. Actually has nothing to do with this area and is a completely different storyline altogether. However, did I just, oh, it didn't switch. But anyway, this episode that I'm doing right now, or that I just got finished doing right now, and the episode or the couple other episodes, 2 other episodes before this that I filmed, actually are connected to each other. And so it'll kind of form this whole storyline of the history of this area. I think it's incredibly fascinating and stuff that really, I don't even remember learning a lot of this in school. It was sort of I feel like that we learned history light in school, and that the real true details of what happened in history are still just sitting there in the history books. Jennifer Milner, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Glad to have you here. Yeah, whoa. Almost got hit by a dragonfly, but I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna keep you guys on here for just a minute, and I'm going to have to end this here fairly soon though. But while I'm getting everything sort of packed up here, I'm gonna keep you guys with me, and then we'll head out. But whoa. Yeah, especially in America, it's kind of strange. It can be different even what part of the country you live in. Hey there, Cindy. This is actually kind of handy. I can put it underneath my roof and actually see the chat. But yeah. So yeah, new episode. I can't even talk now. New episodes will be starting tomorrow at the latest on 539. I do still have some stuff waiting to be done for this channel here, so there will actually, I promise, will actually be full episodes coming out on here. I've got a lot of plans, and in fact, some of the car stuff that I was just talking about, I'm gonna be putting on this channel since it's all DIY. Thank you, Donna. Appreciate that. I think I got that name right. I'm sorry if I messed that up. I got back out in the glare. But yeah, lots of great episodes coming out on both channels. And like I said, I'm going to be trying to do a sort of complete series on taking the car from kind of beat up it's gotten over the years to restoring it to its former glory. Including maybe installing a tablet and multimedia system in it and everything. So trying to get it ready to go for the Vegas trip. So yep, absolutely. Awesome, that's good, Donna. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be heading back to Nevada again to meet up with some familiar people here pretty soon. And then we're gonna also be meeting up with some people that we've never worked with before on the channel. And it's gonna be a little bit of a fairly big group of us, actually. I think there's going to be a total of 5 or 6 different channels that are gonna be heading out to the Nevada area and getting together for some very, very special content, including me and my friend Xavier from Cryptid Hunter. Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's a fun place. I really enjoy Vegas a lot. I was actually hoping to head back earlier. So, yeah. But we won't be there for, obviously not for the, what is it, September 20th supposed Area 51 raid or whatever, but I guess we will be there the month after, so maybe we can go looking for all the lost abducted people. I don't know. Yeah, whatever it is, I'm not showing up for the raid because I'm not going to disappear in a prison for the rest of my life. Georgia and Atlanta area. I was not too far from there earlier this year when I was down in Alabama, actually. Well, yeah, obviously the idea of the raid, it was meant as a meme. Um, However, I think there is enough people out there that will take it seriously enough that I would doubt that nothing at all happens. I would say there's probably going to be somebody show up. I think it's gotten famous enough and sort of expanded beyond that original meme, and a lot of people probably don't even realize that the meme was the beginning of that. And so my thought, and I already know that a lot of YouTubers, I know of a few different YouTubers that are going to be showing up there to check it out at least and be filming the other people. So even though there is no raid, there kind of is a raid, and I think there probably will be a certain amount of people who either are stopped or may end up getting in trouble. However, again, I'm not going to be part of that, and I am definitely not condoning that. And hey there, Molly, in Southern Illinois. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to check out Illinois more. I've really only checked out the Chicago area for the most part. I've been outside of Chicago a little bit, but yeah, absolutely. I have actually a lot of locations marked in Illinois for future explorers. I don't know that I have any in the southern area. However, I do have plans to make it over the border and film a few different things. I found a few cool abandoned locations and historic locations over there that I would love to make it to. So yeah, absolutely. My plan is to make it to all 50 states here within the next few years. I think we're... I want to say for the channel, we're at about, I don't even remember, 8 now, I think. Yeah, I should have had Iowa done by now, because I drove through Iowa to get to California and Nevada last year. Well, and Idaho, obviously. And I did have at least one location. I can't remember if I had multiples marked. I'm going to have to close this door soon. There's like a ton of sweat bees like swarming around the car now. But yeah, I did have a location, a Pioneer Cemetery, that I was going to check out there. Yeah, North Carolina is another one I would love to do. I've been in North Carolina numerous times. I have family that actually lives in North Carolina. In fact, one of my cousins that used to live there is now, I don't know why it's relevant, but I just thought it was interesting, but one of my cousins that used to live in North Carolina is actually now on the pit crew of a NASCAR team. I think he lives in Texas now, though. So, yeah, North Carolina is definitely another one. I am going to be, it was my plan to head south again this year and then hit up